Hello everybody, hope you had a great week. It's OG, who am I?
Take two.
Okay. Hi everybody, I hope you had a great week. It's OG.
And AP with Chopping and
Talking.
Okay, cool. So today's recipe is
savory dinner.
Yeah.
Quick dinner, easy dinner.
Cheap.
Cheap. So you see canned foods here.
Well.
Keeping it basic.
Basic.
Basic. Everybody could have these things in your pantry. It's a meal that comes under 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's called Macreas Mess.
It's one of those meals you can cook on a Saturday and it tastes better every day.
Right.
As long as he doesn't eat it all in 2 days, you know.
The thing is with this meal is
no,
that
don't tell that.
It upsets my stomach and gives me really bad gas. And this is the only meal I've ever eaten that actually gives me stomach cramps.
Let's go over the
ingredients. Let's go with the ingredients.
Okay.
So
a can of corn, a can of dark red kidney beans, which I think is your problem. He's just a gas to be with. What can I say? He's a fun guy. Chili. I use
diced green chili.
I use mild. He likes them hotter.
Yeah. We use Ortega brand.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Chopped olives. And any of these you can leave or add.
Just generic.
A can of tomato sauce and a pack of, we do use McCormick's because there's no MSG. No
MSG is bad for you.
Bad. It causes craziness in him.
I'm allergic to it.
Triggers migraines. So anyway, MSG free.
I like the spicy kind. My mom likes the mild kind.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. When I make it for myself, I go spicier typically.
Well, one more ingredient. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Instant rice.
Instant rice.
2 cups of instant rice. Okay.
And then a pound of ground beef.
Yes. Which I've already pre-cooked and drained just to, you know, keep it proper.
Prep's good today. Our prep game's strong today.
Exactly.
I usually double up when I'm cooking for myself or roommates that I've had. We'll have dinner for 4 days with this, 5 days, and it's massive. And it sits heavy, so it's really cheap. And I think that's the most important thing for students is finding meals that sit heavy. Not heavy that'll like put you to sleep, but stuff that'll give you enough protein to get through the day.
The best way to eat it, what we like to do is you just scoop a pile into a bowl, and we get the scoop chips.
Scoop chips, like Tostitos scoop chips, some sour cream,
cheese,
some Cholula or sriracha, whatever you know, just a little sauce on there.
Whatever. So we've already got our ground beef cooked and ready. Andrew, you're going to put this with 2 cups of water.
So we start off with the original taco seasoning from McCormick's. 2 cups of water.
That. I just wanted to show you. This is my cookbook. My mother gave me this about 30 years ago. And all these things in here are recipes that I have collected over the years and have made at one time or another that I would like to be sharing with you. So I just wanted to share this beautiful cookbook that is kind of well used and well loved.
So here we go with this.
And that's where the magic comes from.
Yeah.
So mix that all up. I'm gonna bring my pan over here.
So I've made this many times when I was back living in Provo, Utah. Tons of times. I love it. My roommates loved it. It's one of my favorite dishes. Super easy to make. Super cheap.
Yeah.
And it's filling. You know, I don't know why it gives me so much bad gas, but it hurts for the next 4 days.
But it gets a lot of protein, which is good for muscles and memory. So you pour in the whole can, juice and all, of the kidney beans.
Corn first. We've already poured the corn in.
It actually doesn't even, I just do it that way.
Okay.
You're supposed to actually fold in the corn last, but I do it this way.
So it doesn't matter?
Huh?
Does it matter?
I don't think it does. I do it that way, and it's never been a problem.
All right, so yeah.
I don't really follow the recipe. Really, what you do is you dump everything in the pan.
Yeah, pretty much it's just a slop. So pour the kidney beans, the corn, the tomato sauce, the chilies, and the olives. I usually do the olives a little last, just so they don't burn when they cook.
Yeah, and that's the idea, is the corn and the olives do go in last. I usually pour the watered, what is this called? I forgot.
Macreas Mess taco seasoning.
The taco seasoning. I usually pour this in the water over the meat.
So this is what it is.
Yeah. I just like to pour this.
Yeah, over the meat.
I already cooked this. So I just like to stir all of this into here.
Yeah. So good. I love this crap.
I just like it to season the meat, which is why after a few days, all these spices just get better and better. So you're just stirring
everything. I mean, it doesn't matter how you fold it in. Again, I usually do the corn and the olives last so they don't burn in the cook. But just throw it all in the pan.
This, normally if you use the water with the spices in here, it's a little more liquid, and you actually bring this to a bit of a boil on the flame.
That's what I do.
In lieu of time, we're not. We're just gonna mix it all right now like this, and then we're gonna boil it, okay? Yeah, and then we're gonna boil it.
So yeah, typically you would just boil all this first and then throw the meat in last, but we're just gonna do it this way. That's what it's gonna look like. With all of it. So it looks like a stew.
We still don't have the rice in here though yet. We're gonna So I'm gonna put that on the oven to boil for a minute.
So we're gonna cook that in. We'll get the green chilies and the olives to go in a bit. Mother, how was your New Year's?
My New Year's was quiet. And I tried to stay awake. I love to watch the New York Ryan Seacrest New Year's Eve thing. But I fell asleep a little early.
Mom's a grandma. We call her OG because it stands for original grandma. And
gangster grandma?
Or
not really. The original gangster?
Original gangster. Right there. It's where I get it all from. So we call her OG because Noah, as you know from Sambuca Vlogs, is my mom's first grandchild. And so she opted to be called OG. So Noah will be calling her OG. You can all call her OG, the original grandma. It's fun. It's
you know, so it's AP and OG. Right?
So it's, you are a grandma, but you're youthful. AP and OG, bringing you Choppin and Talkin. So yes, Mom fell asleep at what time? 9:30. 9:30.
I missed the whole ball drop.
You want to know what time I fell asleep?
The next day.
8:30 the next morning. Okay, so Mom's putting in the chili now. Again, really very cheap, simple meal. It's just like a mess of stuff in a pot, and the rice thickens it up and makes it super good.
This is what it's looking like so far. It's got the chilies in it now.
Yeah.
It's really got color in it. It's got protein in it.
It's a pretty dish.
It's really nice.
We need a little basil or something to just top it with. But
yeah, that's true. Anyway,
so yeah, my New Year's was awesome. I went to a huge dance party at Dave and Buster's down where I'm from, and our church buys out Dave and Buster's for the night every year, and it's huge, and it was super fun. I left there at about 12:45 and then went to another New Year's party with my theater friends, and we were up all night, and it was fantastic. I did have a lot of caffeine that night. I drank Coca-Cola. And some of you may know that Coca-Cola kind of throws me through the roof. And sure enough,
sugar and caffeine.
Sure enough, I had like seven Cokes that night.
You drank a 6-pack and a little more?
I was up until like 8:30, just wired. So again, this is all it takes.
Ground beef, green chilies, chopped olives, tomato sauce, dark red kidney beans, and a can of corn.
Yeah.
A pound of hamburger, turkey, or I don't know if you're a vegetarian, you could probably use tofu even. I've never cooked with tofu, but I bet you could.
Yeah,
you could substitute any of that for this. Yeah. I've actually done this without the meat, and I put in pasta noodles. We might even make that, and that's more of like a goulash.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, super good.
It's one of those meals that you cook that feed a lot of people, like again, on a tight budget.
Cool, that's it. Yeah, New Year's was great.
Yeah, it was great. I slept like a rock star.
I partied like a rock star.
He partied like a rock star. I slept like a rock.
When you get it to boil, then you put the rice in.
2 cups of rice.
You'll put 2 cups of rice in, and that will sit for a minute or 5,
let's show
whatever
what
it is.
this is looking like.
Yeah, so it's starting to steam. This rice will sit in there, and it'll soak up all the leftover water. It'll be just a nice,
it's only going to sit for 5 minutes. Instant rice. That's the reason.
It'll be a nice, thick mound of stuff. So you know how we don't eat cookies and sweets?
Remember
well,
when
we really don't. This is leftovers from last week. Serious. This is a week old.
I thought he would share it with friends. For all of you that made New Year's resolutions to eat healthy and to lose weight,
forget about it.
I'm sure a week later you've already broken it and you're ready to eat this, right?
Listen, guys, come on.
Okay. We're going to, can you stir in the first cup and then get, where's the can of rice? The box of rice?
Put it away.
Oh no, we need one more.
Well, that's 2 cups.
Nope. That's only 1 cup, see? 1 cup. This is part of teaching him how to cook. So, okay, you stir this up like
cleaning my mess.
A boss. Stir it up like a boss.
Like a boss.
Right, I'm the boss, so you're gonna stir it like the boss, because we really know I'm the real boss.
Ooh, Mom's sassy.
That's right. You stir that pot. Stir the pot. Not like gossip. People stir the pot. I hate pot stirrers.
You have like the cutest jokes ever. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
See, it's so you can see the rice already sucking up the water and the juice.
Smells so good.
And then you literally like let it sit like that.
Yep, just let it sit.
See all the heat coming out? You want it to be pulled out like that, and that's why it all. Andrew, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna delete that. That's bad. Okay, well, we're hoping that you've given us comments from our last vlog.
Yeah.
And have offered suggestions of things you'd like us to chat about and talk about as we chop and
How do you guys like this so far?
We hope you make this. It's a great Sunday dish.
Try it. It's super good. It's a great Thursday dish. It's a great Tuesday and a half dish. I love it. So here it is, the final product. I'd get some cheese or some sour cream, some hot sauce. Boom. Cool.
Okay, so a weekend, have you kept your goals? Have you kept your goals for the first week? Have you moved to LA yet?
No.
Dang.
I mean, vlogging with my mom, and I'm starting up HFTE vlogs again. Go subscribe to that channel.
High five, take it easy.
Woo, woo. Wow. Wow.
That was good. That was scary.
Wow.
He's been
I am my mother's son. So here it is. Here's the final product. Here's what it looks like. It looks like a big stew.
Yeah.
And it's tasty.
Macreas Mess.
Macreas Mess.
It's really good.
It's super good. So share this with all your friends because it's one of my faves.
So you haven't moved to LA. Are you keeping your grateful journal?
Yes, I'm keeping my grateful.
Did we tell them about this last
week? My mom gave us all of the kids grateful journals.
Including myself.
We write one thing we're grateful for every day.
Or 5 things. There's
or 5
lines,
things,
right?
5 lines, whatever. And you write that for the entire year. And so I've kept up for this last week. I've kept up.
I just thought it would be important to every day try to remember something positive, something good. It's really easy. Like I put in sometimes 10 hours a day and I come home tired and frustrated and it's hard to remember like what's good about the day. So I just thought this would be great at the end of the year next year that we all get together and share maybe some highlights throughout the year that we would have otherwise forgotten about, right?
My mom grew up in a very impoverished situation and so she didn't have a lot. So we
had nothing.
And we laugh about it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my mom's like in love with her new Christmas jacket and her bike and I'm in love with my fish and my Magic the Gathering cards. So it's like, you know,
we're blessed.
We're blessed.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Blessed.
I mean,
it was I'm not gonna say 2014 was a rough year.
It was. And that's why I wanted to
But we're alive.
But there was good things. Noah was born.
Noah.
We got to celebrate his birth. We got to celebrate his blessing.
Yeah.
There were good points. You know, you've had some fun jobs. You got to lead in a play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's not a good point.
I'm still gainfully employed. And I'm grateful that I have a home. I mean, there were times when I grew up, I didn't have electricity, no running water. We had a wood stove.
So thank you for tuning in this week to Choppin' and Talkin' with OG and AP. Any last words?
I can't think of any.
Think of something.
Last words.
Think of something.
Last words.
Okay, we love you.
Keep chopping.
Keep talking.
Let the good times roll.